starting. Okay, so what is this profile? Okay, so whenever I am going to my user account, okay, so login. User having user data. For example, I created a file in my documents. Okay, so just like I'm going to create a file in my documents like a FW. That's it, Okay, so I created a file in my documents. So this will be stored inside my user profile, right? So like that. So I can go to this one, users. If I go, this is my username, right? So this is username documents. Can you see this is the file? So if I create on my desktop, so if I create a file on my desktop, okay, I'm going to create some file on my desktop. So here I'm going to create like a DFF something just for understanding only. Okay, so I created a file in my desktop. Okay, so here again see users or username. Okay, I'm going to desktop. See, it is there. It means so every user's data stores in their respective folders, right? So this data, whatever the data you are seeing here, it is their profile data. Okay, so when I try to explain the domain and these models, okay, so sorry, one more point I forget. In here, I showed here, and the type of profile is a local profile, right? Roaming profile, that is also there. Okay, so when I am trying to explain this domain and all, so this is my domain controller and this is my clients. Okay, everything is connected in network. So yeah, I will give. Okay, and this is everybody is connected in network. So like this, okay, clients are connected. Where we created a users, this is server S1, this is a client C1, C2, C3. Okay, and I created a user in my domain. This is actually domain controller, right? So here I created a user, user1, user2, user3, like that I created, right? So I can log in any of the PC, like I can log in here, user1 can log in here, user2, user3, like this. They can log in. So when you log in, we are giving our domain name / username, then we are logging, right? So authentication is taking care of our domain controller only. So when you are doing this one, then it will ask, so user1 is there and what is this password, right? Okay, then it will authenticate here, it will authenticate here, it will log in here. That is, so what's happening, right? Next. Okay, so you like everyone. I given one example. In that example, I said, okay, I said user one can able to log in here. User one can able to log in here. User one can able to log in here also. He can log in anywhere. Okay, he can log in anywhere in the network. So where is this? Okay, he can log in anywhere. Okay, so because of whenever you log into this PC, request for authentication is going to this PC only. It is asking, this is a domain user, the console.com / this one, something like that. Okay, it will verify the account here. Okay, and log in here. Again, whenever it is log into the C2, it is going to our domain controller and verify the account and make it login. Whenever it is log into C3, it is going to our domain controller, it verify in the domain controller only. thing is, so who is verifying our account? Who is verifying our account is our domain controller only is verifying our accounts. So this is these client computers not required to verify. Okay, these are all C1, C2, C3 computers already in the domain. These are all already in domain. So our users can log into any of the AC until unless if you put a rule saying like this user should log in here or should not be logging here. So except in that cases, all remaining cases, right? Um, a user can log into any PC. So this is second. Okay. So now this user is logging to a PC. For example, hmm, user will log in one into C1. When he log in, his profile data is created into this one. Means uh, see users, username, user one, and their profile data, my documents, pictures, like this, it will be created. Only folders are created. Only folders are created. And user one worked for that day. So he worked in a 1 or 2 days. He's sitting there only. He done some documents. He saved the documents into user one documents only. He downloaded something. He copied some data on desktop. He downloaded some videos. He kept in a videos folder. Okay. So now what happened? He created some data. He has his some data. The data of user one is stored in this PC only. The data of user one stored in this PC only. Next, after 2 3 days, he find maybe this C1 is change the place. Okay, he changed the place from here to here. Okay, he came to C2 PC and he tried to log into this PC. And whenever he log in, he's login first time, right? He log in first time. So what will happen? Again, the profile data, the folders, everything will be created. And he open and he sees his documents, downloads, desktop. It is different from the previous one. Why? Because of the data, what it is created, data is stored here only. Data is stored in this PC only, in the C drive users user name. It will be stored like that only. Okay. So I show no. So like this. Um, it shows like this only. User, IT user 2, and these are the folders. Like if you open a document, it will shows like here. You can see C colon users, IT user 2 documents. Like that only it will shows. Okay, so like that only it will shows. Okay, so it stores in this PC, but it won't migrate it to the second one. Okay, now he created some other files here. These files also stores here, and it won't migrate it to any other PC. For example, here he worked 2 days, some data is happened. Here he worked for something like a 2 to 3 days. Again, he returned back to this one PC. The data which is he created here is stored here only. It cannot be come here. Data which is stored here cannot be come here. Maybe he came to after a few days again. He log into this one user C3 PC. Again, new fresh. Okay, this data he cannot able to access here. Okay, so this is we call it as a local profile. Local profile means the user's profile data stores in the PC where he log in. Okay, so he cannot access the data which is stored in other PCs. Okay, which is stored in other PCs, we cannot able to access. Like C1 data storage, you cannot access from C2. Like very simple. Okay. Next one is roaming profile. Next one is roaming profile. So what is this? Black. Okay, so what is this roaming profile? What is the issue? Some users definitely not sitting in one place. It's not user choice. Sometimes by department wise or a computer wise, he has to change his location. He has to change his own location. So what will happen? Whenever he's changing the jumping from one place to another place, for example, um, first floor to second floor or like that. But domain is same. Everything is in network. Everything is in every computer is there. So like a few days, like a 2 3 days, he has to work on one PC. After that one again, he has to work on different PC, and after that one again, he has to work on some different PC. Like or maybe like so it is very difficult to user accessing its profile data, right? User accessing its profile data. Like one PC is login, profile data is there, and he log into another PC, is previous data is not there. Again, he is creating, right? So for that particular users, okay, we call it as a roaming users. We call them as a roaming user, just for our understanding only. So we are calling it a roaming users. For that purpose, we have to assign, okay, some folder, a common folder, or maybe a public shared folder, a common folder. Okay, so okay, wherever he log in, the profile data should be stored in single location only. For example, I have some data storage, means like a SAN NAS storage. Usually in a reality, so they'll use a NAS kind of storage, network attached storage. Okay, network attached storages. Okay, NAS storages are there. So in this one, I created some a folder. Okay, in that folder, I will link this to user account in my domain. I have a user one. I link my account to this folder. Okay, now this user can able to log into any PC. So for example, you log into C1 profile, fresh one means empty profile data is created, and whenever he done some work like it on desktop, he created some data, documents he created data, he downloaded something. Okay, videos, pictures are there, right? So when the data what is U1 is created, okay, it will be stored in the C1 only in the starting. But when he done complete work, he log out from the PC. What he done? He log out from the PC. Once he log out, this entire data is synced to this common location folder. Like in this storage, it will store in a central storage. So we can say central storage. Okay, this entire data, when you log out, automatically it is synced to the central storage only. And after a few days, you log into C3, for example. User one log into this C3. When you log in, this entire data is restored into this one. It will show the data on this one. Whenever you log in, the profile data empty folders are created, and once it is successful login, automatically this entire data is replicated to here, and he can see all his old data. He can work on his data. He can work on this data. Okay. Once it is completed, log out, and entirely new and old both will be synced to that the central storage only. Both will be synced to central storage only. Maybe he changed something, or maybe he create a new one. Okay, the additional data, the old data, everything, it will sync here. Okay, and it will verify anything changes, so the change will be applied, or anything newly created, that will be added here only. So this will carry actually your profile data. Your profile data is virtually, it is not storing in any place. It is actually storing in this place only. And wherever you log in, whenever you add something, it will add or update your data in every synchronization. So when you sign in, data will be synced to your PC. When you sign out, your PC's data, your profile data in your PC is synced to central storage. How memory management will thereof? Okay. Actually, we can create a memory part also. Like there is a FSRM is there, using file service resource management is there. So each user profile data, like this is a user's folder, and I want to give him only 20 GB. He cannot use more than 20 GB. Wherever he log in, how much work is completed, he cannot use more than 20 GB in centrally. like that we can able to do it also. It's possible. Okay, but while we are doing, we don't do this one, so we'll do this kind of stuff later. Okay, so I think so you understand. So users profile data stores in central location, and he can able to log in any place. It will be synced to that PC when you log in. It will be synced to the your central storage when you when the user is sign out. So you have to do this roaming profile thing. Okay, just so this is my server. Okay, sorry. This is my server S1. Okay, and this is my client, and here C1. Okay, here we don't have any central data kind of stuff. Okay, we don't have NAS, we don't have a SAN. Okay, central data storage is not there. So what we have to do, I am using here my server, my server. I will create one folder in the server, so then I will share it. So I use my server as a central storage part only, because I don't have any NAS or SAN storages here or a separate server for storing kind of stuff. Okay, no separate dealing is not there because we are limited with infrastructure, right? Already we given 2 GB for server, 2 GB for client, so we cannot offer more storage kind of stuff. So because of that one, so what I'm doing, so I'll choose my server for my clients. Profile data should be stored in my server only instead of storing in central storage. So what we have to do, we have to create a folder in a we have to create first we have to create a folder in a um, in our server. So usually I will create directly under C drive. Directly under C drive, I'm going to create a folder called roaming folder. Without a spaces, I'm creating, and we have to share the folder. Okay, share the folder, and there is a security permissions are there, no? Sure. That's why I have to type that security. Okay. From my childhood, I didn't learn spellings. Telugu medium, no problem. Okay, so I'm creating a folder called folder name is okay roaming folder. Folder name is roaming folder, and I have to share the folder, and then and in a security also we have to give permission to everyone. Give permission to everyone in a both a shared folder and this one. Okay, and next once we finish this kind of stuff, okay, then what to do. So when you are sharing, so you can see something like it will like this one, like in a sharing tab. Okay, so we have to go back, go to sharing tab. Okay, go to sharing tab. Then you can see UNC path. UNC path is there. Okay, it means network path. Okay, that is also called as a UNC path or a network path. Okay. So in the network path, you can see W16-S1. Okay, because that's my computer name. Slash, you can see W16-S1 slash roaming folder. Okay, so you have to copy this one, copy this link. Okay, copy this link. Okay, then in a notepad, okay, so what you do in a notepad, you should do paste it. Okay, paste into the notepad. So like this W16-S1 slash, okay, and roaming folder. Okay, slash, what to do, add something to like this username percentage, same exactly same thing, percentage username percentage only. Okay, okay, so I am typing everything here only. Okay, so percentage username percentage only. Okay, oh shit, it gone, control Z, everything is gone. Very good, worst. Okay, so uh, I'm creating a folder here and sharing the folder called a roaming folder. Okay, in this folder, okay, so in this folder, what I'm going to do is I link this folder. Normally, I link this folder to my user account. So this is user one. So I link this folder here, okay, by telling slash percentage username kind of stuff. So what will happen whenever the first time, so before a fresh user is not at login, the user is not at login to anyone, a fresh user is created, that time only it will work. Okay, otherwise you'll get a problems. Okay, you'll get a problems, and still we don't have at that time to troubleshoot that one. So fresh user, create a fresh user. Okay, and then log in here. Okay, so in a C1 I log in. Okay, very good. Yeah, whenever we anything we start will happen. So when you log in, so it will is going to authentication, right? So user one is going to be verify the things. So right, so user one is going to verify for authentication, and it will check it's a profile kind of stuff. It's a roaming profile user. Then it load the profile data. Okay, it will create a profile data anyway, but the user one folder will be created under this under roaming folder part. Okay, it is highly secured one. Only user one can able to access. No other user cannot access. Okay, so data folder will be created here. So if you create anything, when you log out, data will be shown here. So this is the practical part. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so this is a client. Okay, guys, this is a client. I'm going to close everything. At present, it is already user 2, no problem. I'm in a server. So what I'm doing in a server only. Okay, what I'm doing, whatever I do, it is a server only, admin. So I'm doing in server. Remember where I'm doing everything in server only. Okay, so I have to minimize this one also, not required. Okay, so if you feel your server is slow, no problem, because we are given 2 GB. Actually, you should give 4 GB. Okay, and I'm going to C drive. Here I'm going to create a directory. Okay. Okay, for you I'm creating this one. So if you want this, okay, so you can read about roaming profile also, folder redirections. Okay, like this. Okay, roaming profile, user roaming profile. So what it is, because of last time in one interview they asked specifically what is a local profile and roaming profile. Okay, so I created a folder called a roaming folder. Okay, I created a folder called roaming folder. I'm going to share it. It is testing our patience. Don't worry. Security sharing, first sharing, advanced sharing, you know that one, advanced sharing, share this folder. I'm not changing anything, just everyone full control. Don't worry, because I'm giving a permission to main folder only. The internal user folder, it won't happen anything. Go to security, add everyone. So you can check names, you can see everyone. This is everyone. Okay, 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 this is everyone. I'm giving full permission to everyone. Okay, like this. If you want to see, go to security tab, click edit, click add, type everyone, check names. So you will find everyone. So make sure that everyone, okay, click on everyone, give full control, okay, apply, okay, like this. Now go to the sharing tab, then copy this one, network path. I want network path. I just copied, close. This work is finished. So I minimize. I'm going to create a new notepad. Okay, so anything. Then I paste this one and put a slash percentage username percentage. That's it. And I'm copying entirely. Now I'm going to my my users and computers. Here only I'm going to create a new account. The account name is new user. I'm going to create in the user just our user one, just for our understanding only. Okay, I'm creating new account our user one. Okay, next uncheck this one and give the password. That's it. Just how you create an account, same thing. Okay, you can give any name, no problem. You can give any name which is not existing at present. Okay, so you can give any name and you can create an account. Now double click on that one. So when you create an account, double click, go to profile. So you see this profile, and I copied the link, right? So again have to copy, I think so. Yeah, copy this entire thing with the percentage username percentage, paste here. Okay, just I pasted it. What is this percentage username percentage? It's a link. Like when I click apply, the percentage username percentage become our user one automatically. See, automatically it is there. So you don't have to worry about what username you are created. So simply give percentage username percentage, like percentage type only. Okay, now I given a link to it. Now I'm going to the client. This is the client. Sign out from the client. Okay, user duty is okay, server completed. So what I done in a server, just I went to the profile and I given this link and apply, okay, that's it. I didn't done anything extra. So I in a server again, so in a client again, so I came to client, click on other user or user one and password. Okay, I'm giving password or user one. So it is loading. Okay, be careful whenever it is open the screen, in a right hand side bottom it shows some notification. Okay, if it is not showing any notification, we should verify. If showing notification, then definitely it is something is wrong. Okay, sometimes it is successful, sometimes it won't successful. You remember that, guys. Sometimes it can be successful, sometimes not successful, because of the folder access, network issues, so many other issues will be there. Okay, security issues are there. So be careful when you are doing. If it is not successful, it's okay, no problem. We have 2 minutes to disconnect. Meanwhile, if it is come back, and I will show you whether it is working or not. Okay, so then we have to take a break. Just 5 minutes break only. For me, 5 minutes. For you, try to do it. If you are not able to do it, no problem. Okay. First time in lifetime we are seeing this kind of practical, right? People know Windows, people know Linux, anything, maybe little bit touch. Server is completely out of order. So I'm going to my roaming folder in my server. See, a folder is created. Can you see? This folder I didn't create it. Whenever the user is login first time, that time only this folder is created. when you see in your server C drive roaming folder, in a server C drive roaming folder, if you see your username is created like this, or user1.v6 or v5, when you see this one, it means your practical is successful. If you don't see that one, it may not be successful. Okay, so then here we don't know how to check this one, so maybe in the notification you may get the notification. Okay, if you got notification, definitely there is a problem. No notification, so you have to verify. Okay, so then first of all, control panel. So we are about to disconnect. Okay, so it will happen like that. Okay, so yeah, that's the problem. Everything got freezed. So we are about to disconnect, guys. Take 5 minutes break and come back. Come back at 3:30. The control panel is not yet open anyway. But at least I will try to show you. This is one. Okay. Okay. This is the profile data is here, but I want control panel anyway. It got freezed, wantedly freezed.